Welcome to Ex-Girls, where we answer your questions about the impact of the sex industry and life after sex work. My name is Ashley Abercrombie, and I'll be your host today. And I'm here with Harmony Dust, founder of Treasures, an outreach and support group to women in the sex industry based in the San Fernando Valley of LA. We also have Christy Moran, who works at Treasures as one of the peer mentors. And finally, we have Bronwyn Healy, founder of Hope Foundation in Australia, an outreach to women in prostitution. What's great about these episodes is that questions are answered from the perspective of women who used to be in the sex industry. We have Harmony as an ex-stripper, Chrissy is an ex-porn star, and Bronwyn is an ex-prostitute. And together, they are the Ex-Girls. So this episode, we're gonna talk about confidence and beauty. We live in an image-driven culture, and obviously the sex industry is the epitome of that culture. So we wanna focus this episode on confidence and beauty. So ladies, what was your standard of beauty in the sex industry? And maybe you could even start by defining what a standard of beauty is.
Wow, that's a very deep question. It's like, I feel like our culture and the sex industry, and it's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? But it's basically this ideal of what a woman should look like, really so that she can be attractive to men, and even advertising is based on selling sex. So it's all very blended together, our culture, the sex industry, and one reflects the other. But really I would say the word to describe it would be perfectionism, but perfectionism being held up against, I don't know who decided what's beautiful, but yeah. Flat, now in our culture it's flat abs and skinny and, big breasts and plastic and no wrinkles and your face can't move, and that's the standard, I'd say.
It's like in Photoshop and Botox and all those things that
airbrushing.
we're not.
Yeah.
I love that question you just said, who decided?
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I'm walking in the supermarket and I see people's 50 most beautiful people, I'm like, says who? Like one editor gets to decide what's beautiful, and we leave out every country in the world.
And you can even see throughout history, even in Western culture, the standard of beauty has changed, for the kind of, in the earlier periods, in the Renaissance period, it was the bigger, more robust women and fair skin, and that showed that they were out of the sun and they were upper class and they ate more, and now it's just got skinnier and skinnier over the years, really.
And you look at Hollywood with Marilyn Monroe at one end, and the twigs of today at the other end, and it's just like, you're right, who decides that?
Yeah. And so when you guys were in the sex industry, what did you feel like was your standard of beauty? What were you trying to live up to?
Me personally, the standard that was set before me, it was made clear to me on my first night of work. It was, you're still a teenager, make sure you tell the clients that, because you're gonna be able to sell your youth. So for me, one of the reasons I worked so hard to stay skinny is because my niche, so to speak, and my standard was to look like the young teenager girl.
It makes me so angry.
I was similar. I was 21 when I became a prostitute, and it was the same. I was tiny, and I was encouraged to stay tiny.
And it was okay that I didn't wear makeup, because it just kind of reinforced that whole idea that I'm like, 15.
It's unbelievable. And how did that affect you guys, like trying to live up to that image while you're in the sex industry? How did that affect your sense of confidence and your sense of self-image?
When I first got in the industry, I didn't really have a standard of beauty, but I would say towards the end, my idol was Carmen Electra. I wanted to look just like her body and everything, and I tried to create that, but
And it's like a losing battle from the beginning, because no matter what, the idea is to try to look like something else, someone else. And who can do that? It's like, I can be the best version of me, but I'm never gonna look like Carmen Electra, because I am not Carmen Electra.
Yeah. And it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's and I'm sitting here looking at Chrissy going, you're beautiful, you.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you know that now.
Yeah.
And so coming up, we're actually gonna discuss what beauty is today for our ex-girls.